Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss circuit operation of single phase full bridge inverter with RL load. Okay, so here we are using the four switches S1, S2, S3, S4 and the four diodes D1, D2, D3, D4. Diode is connected in anti-parallel with the switch, right? The switches S1 to S4 is maybe the MOSFET, IGBT, right? SCR, etc. Next, current flowing through the switches are IS1, IS2, IS3, IS4. Currents flowing through diodes are ID1, ID2, ID3, ID4. Voltage across load is V0 is said to be positive if this terminal is at higher potential than that of the right terminal. That is right. The current flowing through the load is I0. I0 is said to be positive if the direction of the I0 is from left to right. Next, total input voltage is EDC. Okay. Now let us discuss the circuit operation during the different intervals. Okay. So for for very first cycle, very cycle. So for very first cycle from equal to 0 to t by 2 is equal to 0 to t by 2. Okay. So if you check from t is equal to 0 to t by 2, here we are going to turn on the switches S1 and S2. S1 and S2 we need to turn on. Okay, so when switches S1 and S2 are turned on, then what will happen? As it is like S1 is in the on state, S2 is in the on state. Okay, so here S1 is acting as a short circuit, S2 is also acting as a short circuit. Current starts flowing from EDC, S1 load, S2 and again back to the EDC. Okay, so here initially, as this is the very first cycle we are discussing, right? So initially current flowing to the inductor, it was a 0. Okay, so therefore the I0 starts increasing slowly. Okay, I0 starts increasing slowly. So for very first cycle, if you check, yes, the I0 it will be starting from 0. It will be starting from 0. Okay, this dotted one it indicates for very first cycle, but for continuous cycle it will be starting from negative value. Okay, why it is starting from negative value for continuous cycle, that we are going to discuss later on. Okay, so now during 0 to t by 2, yes, inductor go on storing the energy. Okay, so here inductor is storing the energy, so polarity will be plus here and minus here, right? Inductor stores the energy, so plus here and minus here. Okay, next, so if we apply the KVL to this loop, right, S1 S2 are in the on state, so if we apply the KVL, it will be like plus EDC minus V0 is equal to 0. So it is a plus EDC minus V0 is equal to 0. So therefore V0 is equal to what? It is a EDC. V0 is equal to EDC. Okay, and I0 is increasing slowly because inductor is storing the energy. Okay, next, in this case if you check, can we write IS1 is equal to IS2 is equal to I0? Yes, IS1 is equal to IS2 is equal to I0. IS1 is equal to IS2 is equal to I0. Okay, so here for the very first cycle I0 is starting from 0. Okay, so therefore IS1 IS2 these two also, yes, will be starting from 0, right? IS1 IS2 these two will be starting from 0 for very first cycle, right? For very first cycle these two will be starting from 0. Is clear? Okay, so here important to note, from 0 to t by 2 inductor stores the energy. Okay, inductor stores the energy, right? So at time t is equal to t by 2, if you check at time t is equal to t by 2. Okay, so V0 during 0 to t by 2, V0 is EDC. At time t is equal to t by 2, I0 is positive value, right? I0 is a positive value. Okay, I0 is positive means what? The current flowing is from left to right, right? And it is having a non-zero value. Okay, next, at t is equal to t by 2, S1 S2 are turned off. Okay, so at t is equal to t by 2 we are turning off, which is S1 and S2. So S1 S2 are turned off. Okay, so what will happen here in the load, we are having the inductor. Okay, so when S1 S2 turns off, yes, this inductor will oppose the sudden change in the current. So it is like a supply is directly disconnected from the source. Okay, so inductor will oppose the sudden change in the current from I0 to the 0 ampere. Okay, so whatever the energy stored by the inductor will release that energy, right? So whatever the energy stored by the inductor will release that energy, yes, through diodes D3 and D4, right? So now inductor is acting as a source. So after T by 2 till T2, right? From T by 2 to T2, inductor will release energy through diode D3, D4 and in opposite to that of the EDC. Okay, so in this way inductor releases the energy. Okay, so here diode D3 and D4, these two will be acting as a short circuit. Okay, so can we yes, can we write the expression from T is equal to T is equal to T by 2 to T2, from T is equal to T by 2 to, let's say, okay. So during this interval, if you check, diodes D3 D4 are in the on state. Okay, so D3 D4 are in the on state and inductor is releasing the energy. Okay, if you check to the inductor energy here, energy of the EDC is in opposition. Okay, so definitely as time increases, inductor energy go on decreasing, so resultant current in the circuit go on decreasing. Okay, so if you check I0 here, be careful, I0 is in the load branch, I0 is flowing from left to right only, but it is decreasing. Okay, so from T by 2 to T2, I0 is decreasing. From T by 2 to T2, I0 is decreasing. Okay, next, if we apply KVL to this loop, it is like minus V0 minus EDC is equal to 0. Okay, minus V0 minus EDC is equal to 0. So we can write it as minus V0 minus EDC is equal to 0. So therefore we can write V0 is equal to minus EDC, right? V0 is equal to minus EDC. Also during this interval T by 2 to T2, if you check, inductor is releasing the energy through diodes D3 D4. Okay, so can we say that ID3 is equal to ID4 is equal to I0? Yes, ID3 is equal to ID4 is equal to I0. ID3 equal to ID4 is equal to I0. Okay, so here if you check, I0 from T by 2 to T2, it is decreasing. Okay, inductor is releasing the energy. Okay, so from T by 2 to T2, what is the V0? It is a minus EDC, right? We are having V0 is minus EDC. Similarly, what is the ID3 ID4? Yes, ID3 ID4 is same as that of the I0. Okay, so whatever the wave shape of I0 we are having from T by 2 to T2, the same wave shape, yes, will appear for ID3 ID4 as well. Okay, so here inductor is releasing the energy, okay. Now, so inductor has released the energy now till T2. Okay, inductor has released the energy till T2. Okay, till T2 inductor has released the energy. Okay, so after T2 what we are doing? Yes, so from T is equal to T2 till capital T. Okay, so from T is equal to T2 capital T. Yes, during this interval, the switches S3, S4, S3 and S4 are turned on. Okay, so when S3, S4 are turned on, right? When S3, S4 are turned on, then what will happen? So here we are turning on switches S3 and S4 are turning on. Okay, so current will be flowing from EDC, S3, load, S4, and again back to the EDC. Okay, so in this loop, the current will be flowing. Okay, so if you check, yes, inductor is storing the energy. So polarity of the voltage across inductor, it should be plus here and minus here, right? Because inductor is storing the energy. So inductor is storing the energy. So current go on increasing, right? Current flowing through the inductor increases. But if you check the direction of the current flowing through the inductor, yes, it is from right to left, right? So can we say that this current I0, it will be negative? Yes. So from T2 to T, I0 is negative. It is increasing, right? Because inductor is storing the energy. Okay. So inductor stores the energy, so that's why current is increasing, right? Also, can we write it as IS3 is equal to IS4 is equal to minus I0? Yes. IS3 is equal to IS4 is equal to minus I0. IS3 is equal to IS4 is equal to minus I0. It is IS3 is IS3 is equal to IS4 is equal to what? Minus I0. Okay, so I0 is negative, right? So IS3 IS4 minus of that minus. Okay, so therefore IS3 IS4 will be positive. Is this clear? At T2 I0 is 0, so therefore IS3 IS4 will be 0. After that it is increasing, I0 is increasing in the negative direction, IS3 IS4 will increase in the positive direction. Okay, so be careful, I0 is negative but IS3 IS4 are positive only. Okay, so now can we apply KVL to this loop? Yes, if we apply the KVL to the loop, yes, KVL to the loop, if we apply KVL to the loop when switches S3 and S4 are in the on state, right? When switches S3 S4 are in the on state, then it is plus EDC plus V0 is equal to 0, right? So it is a plus EDC plus V0 is equal to 0. it is plus EDC plus V0 is equal to 0, right? So from this we can write it as a V0, yes, is equal to minus EDC. So V0 is negative from T2 to capital T, right? T2, T2 means this instant, right? Till capital T, V0 is minus EDC, right? V0 is minus EDC, and inductor was storing the energy, right, during this interval. Okay. Next, so after T, what will happen? That is from T is equal to capital T to T3. From T is equal to capital T, T3. What will happen? From T is equal to capital T to T3. Okay. So at this instant, that is at capital T, we are turning off switches S3 and S4. Okay. So when S3, S4 are turned off, right? So we are in the load, we are in the inductor. Okay. So if you check at capital T, the current flowing through the inductor, that is I0, it was a negative and it is a non-zero value. Okay. Current is negative means what? The direction of the current flowing through the inductor, it was from right to left. It was from right to left. Okay. And when we turn off the switches S3, S4, when we turn off the switches S3, S4, then what will happen? Okay. So when S3, S4 turns off, in the load we are having the inductor. Okay. So this inductor will oppose the sudden change in the current. Okay. So whatever the energy stored by the inductor will release that energy through diodes D1 and D2. Inductor will release the energy through diodes D1 and D2. So inductor will act as a source, right? And diode D1, D2 will be in the conduction mode. Okay. So here inductor is releasing the energy in opposition to that of the EDC, supply voltage EDC, right? Through diodes D1 and D2. Okay. So here if you check, the resultant current in the circuit is in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay. So can we say that I0 is negative? Yes. So I0 will be definitely negative. And inductor releases the energy. So therefore it should be decreasing. Okay. So I0 is negative and it is decreasing, right? From T to T3. I0 is negative and it is decreasing. Are you getting the point? Okay. So it is negative and decreasing. Next, can we write for this during this interval, ID1 is equal to ID2 is equal to minus I0. ID1 is equal to ID2 is equal to minus I0, we can write. So we can write it as ID1 is equal to ID2 is equal to minus I0, right? But I0 during this interval, yes, it was a I0 during this interval. If you check, it was a decreasing, but it was having a negative value. Okay, so what is ID1, ID2? Yes, opposite to that of this. Okay, so it will be decreasing only, but the value should be positive. Okay, so it is a ID1, ID2, right? ID1, ID2. Okay, next again during this interval, when D1, D2 conducts, if we apply the KVL, it is like plus V0 minus EDC is equal to 0, right? Plus V0 minus EDC plus V0 minus EDC is equal to 0. So this implies V0 is equal to plus EDC, right? So if you check during T to T3, V0 is positive. Okay. So if you check the one complete cycle of the alternating output voltage, right? It completes at T, right? T is equal to capital T, right? And after that the same repeats. Okay. So whatever the waveform we are having for I0 from T capital T to T3, the same repeats for 0 to T1, right? The same will repeat for 0 to T1. Okay. So that's why for continuous cycle it will be starting from negative value. It will be starting from negative value. Are you getting the point? Okay, right? So this is about the circuit operation of single phase full bridge inverter with RL load. Okay. Next, what is the V0 RMS? If you check the V0 waveform, you will understand V0 RMS is equal to, yes, it is a EDC only, right? Because RMS means what? Square root of mean of squared value. Okay. So square root of mean of squared value, right? So mean of the squared value. So first of all, if you take the square, it will be EDC square. Square of the minus EDC, it is again EDC square. What is the average of that? It is again EDC square. Under root of that, it is a EDC. Okay. So V0 RMS, it will be EDC only, right? V0 RMS is equal to EDC. V0 RMS, that is RMS value of the output voltage, is equal to EDC, right? Is equal to EDC, right? Next, important to note for RL load, the nature of the output voltage is a square wave, but the nature of the output current, it is a triangular wave, right? It is a triangular wave. Is clear? What about the load power? Yes, we can write load power is equal to P0 is equal to V0 RMS square divided by R, or this can be written as V0 RMS into I0 RMS into cosine of, yes, omega L by, sorry, tan inverse of omega L by R, cos of tan inverse of omega. In this way we can find the P0. Okay, now as the expected output is sinusoidal from the inverter, right, but our inverter is giving the square wave. Okay, so it consists of the harmonics. Okay, so which harmonics are present in the output voltage of the full bridge inverter with RL load, right, output voltage as well as output current. Okay, that we are going to discuss in the next video. Thank you.